I didn't have a passion for technology or running a business. I didn't even take business classes in college. I wish I had. I wish I would have been more into the, legal and accounting, which I was really weak on. So I did my passions early, as a hedonist. I wanted to travel and travel films and production and game shows and, doing video games and laundromats. That was hedonistic. And the other business with Ice Portal was more of an opportunistic. Okay, I can probably do something that rolls in, make a little bit of money because just who the hell knows what else I'm going to do. But it depends on if you put yourself out there. Because I didn't know anything about business and I didn't really know how to run a business, I went back and I got my MBA and I read the book and I thought, okay, I'm going to master this, right? It's almost a challenge for me. I don't know that I really enjoyed it as a passion of what I want to do with my life. But once I understood business and how I can excel, then I got more passionate about it.
Makes sense. And now you are taking it back to where it all started, pursuing your passion of producing again.
Yep. As they say, I'm turning the page to the next chapter. Like I said, I got the rights to a book 40 years ago. I just published it. It's called The Reincarnation of Marie. And it essentially is the concept for the TV show we're developing called Slippin', which is slipping through time. And it's based on a real woman who existed in the late 1800s called Marie Barsh-Gersef. And she wrote a journal between 14 and 24. And at 24, she died of tuberculosis. 2 years later, her mom publishes the journal. It's an international bestseller. 70 years later, guy picks up the journal and he starts reading and he's very interested, very intrigued, and eventually finds himself falling in love with this dead woman. He's like, oh my God, this is crazy. I've fallen in love with a dead woman. And eventually he finds her reincarnation. That's kind of the simplistic version of the book. But what happens with the TV show is we really do a deeper dive into the previous lives in Marie's era and the current life of our protagonist and how the lives intertwine. They talk about karma and sins of the father and does reincarnation exist or soulmates. And is any of this, resonating? Do we have any of this? Or is this all there is we have? So we don't answer the questions. We sort of touch those topics.